Joining me now for this week's Purposeful Living segment presented by our sponsors at Elder Care Solutions are Patty Green from Farm to Fork 716 and Philip Pullman from our salons on Transit Road and the creator of Purposeful Living. Welcome, you two. Thanks for joining me. Alrighty, so we're focusing on healthy eating as we age because it can be harder to handle things in the kitchen as we get older. So I want to know, why does it matter so much to continue eating healthy as we get older?
Well, 90% of seniors do not take in the proper nutrients, their fresh fruits, vegetables, proteins. So it's something that they could do self-care that can make them feel better.
Yeah.
And it actually affects their hair. I mean, it affects everything, your eyes, your skin. So it actually is a benefit. It's something so simple that we can do. Is just to eat healthy.
Yeah, and you will see it affect us overall. So Patty, I want to go to you. Tell us about some nutrients that we should be focusing on.
Well, I think as we age, we really want to make sure that we have our protein.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we get our fiber. We want to make sure that you've got your calcium. And clearly you can get these things with supplements, but it's better if you can get it with
From the
food.
source, yeah.
Exactly. And you know, I like to what?
You
Eat
like
in
to
season. And where do I like to go?
your farmer's market.
Yes. So I think eating in season, you stick with the rhythm of Mother Nature.
Yes.
And you get a lot of health benefits just from eating in season. Also vitamin D and hydrating.
That's right. And I want to ask you, Philip, tell us again, since you work at a salon, you own a salon, so you work with hair, and you actually have a large older clientele.
Yes.
Tell us about how you notice their hair being affected by probably what they're eating.
Well, definitely if you don't have enough protein in your system, if you're not drinking enough water, you're not hydrating yourself, everything, medication, everything comes out through your hair. Okay. So that's why they test your hair for, for certain things,
Yeah,
because everything comes out through your hair. So it could be dry, it could be brittle, and those are just definite signs that you're lacking something. And 90% of seniors are lacking something because, your digestion slows down, your taste buds change, maybe you have trouble chewing, maybe dentures, So all these are taken into factor, and that's why we turn to Patty.
I'm a senior citizen, people.
We turn to you because you're the food expert.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay, so Patty, you brought in some stuff here that are, I think you would say, are good staples to have in your food pantry.
You've learned. Yes. I always believe that number one, planning is very, very key.
Yeah.
I've gone to the grocery store starving, and I am going to the wrong aisles because I am looking for something to really gnash on.
Yeah.
But if you plan, have your grocery list, you're eating in season, sort of following the food trends, but you load your pantry up with pantry items, such as pasta, rice, couscous, quinoa, those types of items, tomatoes, broth, beans. Then you can couple those with fresh seasonal ingredients. And you know me, I love fresh.
Yes.
But if you can't get fresh, frozen is next.
Frozen is next.
So if you have some items in your freezer, that's always great to have some fresh frozen fruits and vegetables.
Okay, good to have. But going on, because I know you do love some fresh foods, but tell us some fresh foods that we can have that are still affordable.
Well, if you're eating in season, typically at the farmer's market, it's going to be less expensive because it's a bountiful.
Okay.
So you can get like 3 tomatoes for maybe $1.50. But if you're buying them out of season, it's going to be much more expensive.
Right.
So you want to stick with the fruits and vegetables that are in season because that is the least expensive.
Makes sense. Alrighty. Can you give us some recipe ideas that are easy and within the budget?
Well, you know me.
Yes.
I like budget. I like recipes. But you can always do like a grain bowl. So if you batch cook some rice, quinoa, or some pasta, batch cook it and keep it in the refrigerator. One day you can have it sort of an Asian style rice. One day you can have a Mediterranean style rice. Another day you can have sort of a Mexican style rice. So that's when we talk about spice it up. You can change the flavor profile of different things you're eating. So I just take the example. You buy one chicken, right? The first day you can have it as the chicken with your potatoes and carrots. The next day you can do a stir fry. The next day you can do like little chicken pot pies. And then the fourth day, make it into a soup.
Okay. What about tips for those that are cooking alone versus cooking for two?
that becomes difficult because
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, well, why should I cook? Let me just go out and get something, and it's easier to grab.
Right.
But if you can cook, you know what's in your food. You know that there aren't any added salts or any sort of additives. And I feel that there's a lot of hidden oils and things of that nature in foods when you buy it prepared. So if you can buy something, let's say you make it and it serves 4, freeze it. It's so easy.
Yeah. Are there any foods that you've noticed have really kind of quick benefits to the hair as far as, shininess and not the dryness? I think
Anything-
avocado, honey, bananas.
Honey, yes, anything that has like an oil base.
Okay.
Anything that's an oil base, that really will just come out through the hair. Hydration, water, people, lots of water.
Makes sense. Keep it simple. But we've got some great tips in today. Thank you so much for coming in, both of you.
Thank you.
Viewers, if you'd like to get more tips on how to make healthy eating easy and affordable, just visit farmtofork716.com. This Purposeful Living segment is sponsored by Elder Care Solutions. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks.